Hey there, Mr. Johnson. I have my lab 2 here, all my work done for it, and I'm gonna show you how it works. So I'm gonna be testing it by just testing all of the input combinations here, and show you that the input combinations that we want on paper are the same ones that we want here. So what we want is we want to take a stream of inputs and sum up all of the ones and make sure that the sum is divisible by 3. At that point, output output a signal. Um, and so, um, how I'm going to do that is, so the combinations that we want is whenever the reset is disabled, whenever the reset is enabled, we want nothing to be added. So that means that whenever the input is 1, that it doesn't add anything and this light stays on. And when the reset is disabled, we want 1 to be added whenever we're clocked, and for this light to change accordingly whenever it's divisible by 3. So right now, I'll show you what I have my inputs as. 0 is my reset, 1 is my input, my stream of numbers, and 2 is my clock. So let's run these. Do not forget to run them. So reset is enabled right now, and whenever I clock it, I am technically not adding 0, but you can't see that. So we'll try it when my input is 1. So we're going to be adding 1, or trying to, but it doesn't, because the light is still on because we're still technically at 0. So now we're going to disable, and you see I've already exhausted all the options for the 0, and yeah. Now we're going to disable the reset, and we're going to be adding 0 in this case, since my input is 0. Doesn't work, can't really see it again, but when I have 1, my input is 1, every time I clock it, light turns off because I have 1 right now. I'm gonna do it again, and now I have 2, that's the sum. Last number, 3. So 3 is, all of my numbers have been summed, I have a 3 now, and the light lights up accordingly. Again, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and so on. So that is, and again, I've exhausted all of the options here, and I've essentially done, matched up the requirements for the question. So yeah, that is my lab.